Good morning or good evening, my people. You have subconsciously programmed your brain to live the very life you're living right now, subconsciously without even realizing it. Now, what do I mean by this you have subconsciously programmed yourself to live a certain way, to have a certain lifestyle, to have certain beliefs, and you don't even realize what's going on. Because even if you think that you understand why your brain works the way it does, chances are you have no idea why it actually works the way it does. Because what makes us who we are truly goes very deep, deeper than most people would ever understand. And it even all starts to programming and the formatting of your brain from when you were a little child. And the bad thing with this is, you might be living a certain way that doesn't benefit you, but you don't have the self-awareness to be able to realize what's actually going on. You have no idea that there's something limiting you from living your desired life, because it's all subconscious. It's something that happens automatically. It's like a program in your brain. It's been wired into your brain. It's like a footpath where a sidewalk exists, but people want to take a shortcut. So little by little, day by day, time by time, people by people keep stepping on the footpath, and they create a new footpath that is like the paths in your brain. Pretty much when you do something a certain amount of times, you become accustomed to it to the point where it just feels natural and you don't really question it. And where I'm going at with this is basically, you might be doing some bad things in your life, but you have no idea that you're actually doing something that is bad for you, because you think, oh, this is just my normal life, it's just a regular day. You're not able to see the big picture. But once you look at the big picture out of our lives with what's really going on, we can tweak and find and revise these small little details about the way that our subconscious works, and able to actually help us generate the desired life that we already want. Because the thing about living a desired reality is, you are already living your desired reality. You just need to tap into that thought and be aware of it. If you're not aware of that thought, the thought will never be aware of you. Everything comes from your inner reality. If you live your life a certain way in your head, reality projects it outwards, and that's what you perceive as reality. Reality is just a construct of our imagination. Reality doesn't really exist. As we know, as above, so below. This basically means the microcosm equals the macrocosm. The microcosm being your brain. The macrocosm seeing the reality that is projected outwards. And the macrocosm is essentially the universe, while the microcosm is also the universe, aka universe. Don't let that go over your head. What I'm going at with this is, the universe will never give you anything that you have not already gave yourself, because you and the universe are one. The sooner you're able to accept this, the faster and more efficiently you'll be able to alter your reality and alter your perception of what you think is reality, in order to actually fine-tune your existence to the one that you really truly wish to be living. The desired reality is already out there. It already exists. It's a certain wavelength that you have to tap into. If you live a certain way, the way you are right now, if you're not living your desired reality, you personally will never live that desired reality. However, the version of you that will become created after you tap into a certain frequency is what's really going to help you give your desired reality. Now stay with me. What do I mean by this? Human can only perceive the universe how they perceive oneself. Meaning, if you wake up and you say, oh, my life is bad, this life sucks, the world is going to give you more and more reasons to affirm those exact same thoughts. However, if you wake up, use the same amount of energy it would, and alter your words the way you think, and say, oh, I love life. Life blesses me. I am abundant in blessings. You wake up, you go about your day. The blessings will become abundant to you, because that's what you set your focus on. When you set your focus on something, the universe magnifies it by 10. That's just bro science, whatever, call it what you want. It's not actually 10, it's just a theoretical number. But what I'm going at with this is, whatever you focus on, the universe will reveal to you even more. For example, if you're walking down the street, or if you're in a car and you're playing this game called Blue Car, you're with a friend and you're like, first one to find a blue car, whatever. You find out that when you focus on the blue car almost sticks out like a sore thumb. The same way can be applied for abundance and blessings in life. When you focus on abundance and how abundant you are, even if you don't think you are abundant, trust me, the fact that you're watching this video right now just proves that you're very abundant. You're most likely living in a first world country. You have Wi-Fi, you most likely have a home, you have a device that you're using to watch this on, which means you have all the means to do the research to truly be able to live your desired reality. So what I'm going at is, when you focus on something, the universe brings it out to you, just right to you. You just have to look for the signs. The signs are everywhere. You just have to look. Remember that anything you focus on will grow. If you focus on all the good things in your life, more good things will come to your life. If you focus on all the negative aspects of your life, more negative aspects, more negative things that will add and increase and reaffirm those negative thoughts will appear right in front of you, because that's what you're choosing to set your focus on. Think about it. If I have a plant and I water it, it will grow. If I have a plant and I water 1,000 feet away from it, how is the plant going to grow? The plant is not going to grow. You have to focus on what you truly want and desire, because it can have the appearance in your life. It can appear in your life. You just have to focus on it. It's always there. There's a version of you out there that is living everything you want, that has everything you want, living the way you want, has everything you could ever possibly desire. But you just have not become that version yet. And if you were that version, you would not be watching this video, because you wouldn't need to. And the most important thing is, you can either do something by repetition, or you can emotionally charge something that you do. If you emotionally charge something that you do, it will matter so much more to you. Think about it. If you love something that you do, it's going to be different. The effort you're going to put in is going to be way different than if, oh, let me just do this so I can get it over with. It's all about emotions. Emotions are the strongest things to ever exist. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion. Emotions are perpetual. Emotions never stop. The human body is constantly feeling, aside from moments of dissociation and disappearance of ego, such as meditation. That's why we meditate, to lose track of all emotions, to just be still in the moment, be who we are, be one with everything else, because in reality, we are just one piece of a big picture. We're all the same people, just different branches of the same tree. And when I say using the method of brute force, that would pretty much be all the bullshit affirmations that you hear people say, where they're like, go in the mirror, spin around 3 times, tell yourself, oh, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm rich. Yes, it is true. That will eventually, if you stick to it, it might become a reality. It might. I'm gonna be honest, it might. It's not a guaranteed. However, if you're able to emotionally charge, truly understand why you want something, not just for selfish reasons, for greedy reasons. If you find a true, actual, genuine reason to find and pursue what you like, when you go to pursue that, the emotional charge behind this will just be so much more powerful, that you will have such a higher chance of achieving what you truly want. So essentially, focus on what you know is good for you. You have to alter your frequency. Now, Jay, how do I do this? Well, simple. Number 1, you have to start by abandoning this self-image that you have of you. The current image you have of you is not going to get you what you want and what you desire. You have to completely kill yourself in a spiritual sense or a personality sense in order to truly achieve what you really want. Because the current you cannot achieve what you think you deserve, because that version of you needs to be tapped into. And essentially, what you focus on will grow. Focus on the good and it will grow. Focus on the negative and it will grow. The universe is a very, very forgiving and giving entity, because you are the universe. If you give yourself love and success and abundance, the universe will give that back to you. So remember, everything starts with here. Start changing your mind, start changing your world. Your world, your outer world, will not change without changing your mind. Never. It will not. Emotional happiness will not change by just getting some physical objects. Everything has to start up here. Once you start here, it goes outward. It's like a light. Your eyes are pretty much projecting reality. If you see something a certain way, somebody else might see it another way, but the way you see it is different, because that's how you choose to see it. It's all about perspective. So the most important things to remember are, essentially, what you need is a good perspective, a good focus that will benefit you. Focus, aka magnification, and in maintenance, once you have achieved that mindset, that mind state, that vibration that will actually take you to where you need to go, you need to grab it and lock onto that. You need to maintain it. You need to stay at that level, because the snowball effect will just make it. So if you, little by little, that new path will be created, that new footpath that you haven't really been down before. The universe is going to try and push you away. The universe wants everything to be balanced, like the yin and yang, where there's good, there's bad. And right now, your spiritual emotion that you currently have, that you currently convey, is needed in the universe in order to maintain balance. So when you start walking in another direction, the universe is going to be like, whoa, chill. Like, we need to get you back. So it's going to tempt you to try and go back. You're going to have urges to go back to this old version of you that you think exists. But in reality, once you understand that there is the version of you that is living your desired reality, that's really where it all starts. Because once you have that implanted in your brain, you're able to stick with it much easier. So that way, you're able to put a new path. And little by little, day by day, you can just keep stepping, and keep stepping. And eventually, that path will be so wide that it'll be your original path. It'll be the one you always use. And it'll feel like you never even used any other paths, because it'll be what you become accustomed to, because your perspective is now changed. Therefore, your reality is now changed. And with that, I hope you learned something new. And hey, stay strong-headed, stay focused. This is Jay Vez. I'm Glory Vision. Glory is the mission. Amen. Y'all stay blessed.